Namo Ratnatriyaya, my dear Dhamma friends and followers. I welcome all my Dhamma friends and followers in 185 episode of Vajrayana Buddhist education. Till yesterday, I have completed the level 7 of Bodhisattva education. Till I have completed the level 7 Bodhisattva education, before that 7th level, I have explained you the Pramudita Bhumi, first level, Vimala Bhumi, second level, Prabhakari Bhumi, third level, Archismita Bhumi, fourth level, Abhimukhi Bhumi, fifth level, and Sudurjaya Bhumi, sixth level, where we have given knowledge about to practice to get perfection. For the perfection in first level, it is utmost important to sacrifice one's needed goods or one's needed money or the particles for the benefit of others. That is Dana Paramita, the offerings for others' benefit. Whatever goods we offer, whatever knowledge we provide to others, that should be in quality. The maintenance of the quality is utmost important. To have good quality, we should follow the sila, the rules. So, the sila, the rules which may not hamper to others. And because of this sila paramita, we could success to sacrifice more and more for the benefit of others. This is called the Shanti paramita, where we can have impressed our knowledge of happiness. Because of when we do the support to the others, when we offer to the others, the person who have received the offerings and they solved their problem, they cured their diseases, it makes us very much happy and pleasant when we have seen their happiness and the pleasance. When we have seen their curings from the sicknesses. So it is called the Piriya Paramita, the fourth level. Till this Vidya Paramita, we achieve the knowledge of dukkha, the sufferings, the truth of suffering, the points from where the suffering arises, dukkha samudaya jnana. There is methods and there is process to stop the sufferings, dukkha nirodha jnana, and we succeed to stop the sufferings. Dukkha nivarana marga jnana. After that, we will think and rethink to get the perfectness of meditative concentration of mind. Having the jnana paramita in different level, jnana, the concentration of mind, samadhi, having experimental process in with establishment, having knowledge of yoga with joining and interactions, and having dwelling and monitoring oneself by the vision of others in one's activities, whether it is benefited to others or not. Jnana paramita, where we get the Chhe Jnana in this level. Chhe Jnana means because of our sacrifices, whatever achievements we have got for the benefit of others, it is called the Chhe Jnana. And then because of this all comprehensive knowledge, we will have practiced ourselves in our own life and our daily life. Because of practices, we feel direct implementation result. Because of direct implementation result, if we have got the happiness of others, we are also happy. So, pratyaksha jnana, to acquire direct implemented result, to achieve, it is called the prajna paramita. So, in this way, we have completed before Durangamavami, the 7th level. And in Durangamavami, we have gained much more knowledge. We have gained much more knowledge about the benefit for the others. When we sacrifice little bit, it may help a lot to others. If others are very happy, we also feel very happiness. So, for this, we do the process of different aspects of methods, and we use the skillful means and methods to help the others. For the easiness, the formulation, the actions we apply there for the help of others in various ways by using various means and methods. It is called the skillful means, upaya paramita. Because of upaya paramita, the skillful means, we the Vajrayana Buddhists created gods and goddesses with different subject matters, just like for gynecological knowledge, we created Kumari. The Kumari, goddess Kumari, also, it gives the knowledge of blood-related diseases. In the same way, for peace and prosperity of the living beings, we have created Vasundhara. For economic system and the monetary system, we have created Mahalakshmi. In this way, Mahalakshmi, Kumari, Vasundhara, it is in one combination, Vasundhara. Vasundhara is also known as the earth where we can produce the foods and plants. So, Vasundhara is the name of goddess, but the knowledge from Vasundhara will get in various aspects. By giving experimental knowledge to the Pudgal Pranis who have less knowledge or no knowledge, we have created the religious faith to worship Vasundhara, giving these various experimental knowledges. After having different knowledges, religious knowledges, they will do continuation to worship the Vasundhara. Then they realize, when they realize, because of worshipping the Vasundhara, making puja to Vasundhara, offering puja to Vasundhara, we use various objects and goods using these objects and goods and means and methods, if they cure their blood-related diseases, gynecological diseases, they will have good faith towards the Vasundhara in the name of Kumari. Then they realizes, no, Vasundhara is not goddesses. It is a method created by the Vajrayana Buddhists for giving knowledge and experiments for the betterment of human life. So, in this Durangama Bhumi, we have acquired like this religious faith with skillful means to cross our experimental knowledge, to have more commitment towards the giving help, support to others. So, the commitment and having experimental knowledge in continuation, we understand in the 8th level of Bodhisattva education. Achala Bhumi. After Achala Bhumi, we would have knowledge about Sadhamati Bhumi, Dharma Mega Bhumi, Samanta Prabha Bhumi, Adi Mukti Bhumi, and Vajra Bhumi. After Vajra Bhumi, only we could get success to get enlightenment by oneself, along with all the persons or the living beings who wants to enlighten in together. So, when we say the Achala Bhumi is the 8th level, in this level of Achala Bhumi, we must have sacrifices without our expectations. Expectation means we have not to expect any result for benefit to oneself, to ourselves. But our expectation must be there to the benefits of others. And in this place, we sacrifices our usable goods, our knowledge and money for the others. To sacrifices these means and methods for the benefits of others means anabhoga. By himself, first of all, they use the bhoga, then they sacrifices because it could help to others. So, because of Achala Bhumi, we understand the major knowledge about lust, hatred, and greediness. To acquire the knowledge of lust, hatred, and greediness, the Achala Bhumi is utmost important, where we do the practice with commitment. If we could success to go onward in the pranidhana or commitments, then we will have knowledge about the Anvaya Jnana. We will get result, very pleasant result, very joyful result, very unexpected result for the benefit of others. So, to have unexpected knowledge, we don't know. It will be such a grateful knowledge we can acquire from very little sacrifices. And the application of very easy things. In this process, I want to give you an example of the present pandemic COVID, coronavirus. If I say the simple bay leaf Tejapata used to cure the pandemic coronavirus. I have applied it in many. During this 1.5 months period, I have cured. I have treated near about 100 patients of pandemic COVID, among whom have informed me near about 80% of the 80 patients, they have completely cured because of use the bay leaf Tejapata. But when I say you like this, you may not believe it, because you have not yet applied it. The person who have applied the bay leaf, they feel and they cure their pandemic COVID coronavirus. Having once experiment in her family and in her surroundings of her locality, he had given a video uploading message for the cure of pandemic COVID. She have given in her video messages. She have cooked the bay leaf in water with little bit salt, and in voice message in that cooking time, she have prescribed for all that. It is very much useful for the pandemic COVID coronavirus and other seasonal flus too, because she have experimented, she have got unknown knowledge. The simple bay leaf could cure the pandemic coronavirus. Near about 5-7 minute video you could search in the Facebook. She have uploaded by Savitri Lama. I appreciate her because she uploaded. She had achieved merits of Bodhisattva knowledge, of Buddhist merits, because by experimenting by herself, she uploaded to give Anvaya Jnana, unexpected knowledge to others. The simple bay leaf could cure the coronavirus. I'm not tired giving information of this. I have uploaded many times and I have given information about this to many places, and in direct telephone message, direct messenger message, and uploaded many more videos in YouTube and Facebook. Without tired, I'm continuing this message, passing this message for the people who are suffering from the seasonal flu and pandemic COVID. In the same way, see, the Savitri Lama also committed to help others. It means she also have committed to get perfection in this Achala Bhumi. Achala Bhumi, where by experimenting oneself to educate others, to give others, until and unless we oneself, I myself have experimented, we don't know. Even the fire, it gives heat to us. very torture to us. When we touch the fire, when we burnt out our hands, at that time only we realize, oh, fire will burn our hands. So, to have experimental knowledge could success by himself or herself, until unless we could get the experimental knowledge, the level of Achala for me, we could not have, understand. It is near about impossible as well. We know that because of wind energy destroyed many more places, but we have seen the destruction by wind energy. The houses, the plants, and the trees are fell down. But we could not show, we can't show you the wind. Just the wind energy we can feel. By touching and by showing, we can say, oh, that is wind. But because of the creative, destructive destruction, only we can visualize and we can show to others. So, like this type of knowledge to acquire, it is called the level of Achala for me. So, my dear Dhamma friends and the followers, when we are in the Achala for me, by notification of feelings, only we can success to acquire the pleasantness, the happiness, the joyness of the Achala for me. Just now I have told you the joyness, the pleasantness. Can you express it, the joyness to others? No, you can't. Just you could, you yourself can feel the joyness and the pleasantness. When I say like this, then you will say, if the persons are smiling with happy, the smiling is the feelings of joyness of the happiness. No, smiling is the one aspect of result created things of the happiness. Smile itself is not happy. It is just a result of happiness. So, to have like this knowledge is called the Sangya Jnana. The Sangya Jnana we could understand only by oneself, by the psychological readings. Psychological readings we could understand by feelings of our oneself. The feelings we can feel because of our mind only. Without mind, we could not success to have the feelings. So, eyes, ear, nose, tongue, and the skin, these 5 elements, Panchatattva, can have an experimental result with interaction with other objects because of our mind. Until and unless we do the practice of our mind, chitta, mana, we could not success to have the skanda jnana. The skanda jnana we can have because of our practices with the direction of our mind and the feelings which we could get. That is called the real panchaskanda, the chitta skanda, chitta vijnana. So, the actual realization of knowledge due to have the practice by the chitta, by the mind is, we could success to acquire in this 8th level of Achala. So, about the feelings, about the joyness, about the happiness, there is no evidential proof. By the result of this, we could show the evidential proof. Evidential proof of joyness is the productive products of that experimental use. So, when we feel about the experimental knowledge, the psychological readings is utmost important, where we can have or have not acquired the knowledge of sunyata jnana, the emptiness knowledge, where the production, the plants, growing plants, if it is demolished and died, the born living things, living beings, when they will die, we don't know how it was born and how it ends with demolished or dies, but we can feel the 5 elements, panchatattva, fire element, air element, sky element, earth element. These 5 elements will added after our in fire into the fire element, air into the air element, like this. So these all we could have feelings only, we can't see. So to have like this knowledge by mind, by memory, by feelings, it is we could success to have in this Achala. When we are going to understand and we are going to acquire this knowledge, we must go in practice of tireless commitment, tireless experiments. If we are tired, we will stop to do the practice, then we can't have knowledge, the feelings, the achievements from which we can acquire. So in this aspect, we must go in practice, the practice of Abadha Dhatu, Tejo Dhatu, Vayu Dhatu, Prithvi Dhatu, to have knowledge, just the experimental results to acquire. We could not see that all the aspects. So, to across the level of paramitas, the feelings by experiment by oneself is utmost important. For this, our commitment, tireless experiment is utmost important to achieve the ultimate goal of enlightenment towards the Buddha and Buddhism. So, my dear Dhamma friends and the followers, when we say like this, to do help for the others, when the person who have got the help, if they are pleasant, they are happy, if they cure their diseases, and they will be happy, they will be pleasant. Having knowledge about their pleasantness, their happiness, seen by eyes, we also feel very happy, very pleasant. To acquire this knowledge, the interaction through our eyes, nose, ear, tongue, and the body touch, then only we can feel by touching. We can see the result by the vision. We can hear the pleasantness words by the ear. And if I have guided some preparation of food, they said, oh, it's the very delicious food. Until and unless I have got taste of that food by my own tongue, I could not feel. So these practices, these experimental actions, whatever we do by ourselves, individually, then the result, what we can get, what we feel, it is called the level of Achala for me. Because of this only, we can success to have others benefit, to help others for their curing and their sharing of the sufferings in one's life. In this way, we have practices in experiment. Because of practices of experiment applied in our own life, we will get the good results. Because of good results, we feel very happy, pleasant, joyfulness. Then only we have the success of this Achala for me, where it is utmost important to have tireless practices for the benefit of others, to acquire the unknown result of knowledges. So my dear Dhamma friends and followers, I want to conclude this episode, today's episode, and tomorrow also I will continue the Achala for me in different aspects and different examples. I think you may have shared this Vajrayana Buddhist Education Facebook Live to others. Because of this, you also have earned your merit by getting the happiness and the pleasant feelings, joyfulness. Thank you very much. And tomorrow, definitely, we will meet at 6 p.m. Nepal Standard Time. Thank you very much. Bhavatu Sarva Mangalam.